So, ladies and gentlemen, today just went a whole other way. I don't know what happened, but today I played in front of 700 people.
I hear that you want to go pro in Holland. You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah, that's correct. The last 2 years I've been with Norwich City. I've been with their under-18 squad, but
Good morning guys, I hope you're all doing super well. Welcome to day 132 on the countdown, and today is match day with the first team of East Grinstead Town. I'm not sure whether I'm going to play, I highly doubt it to be honest, as I just played one match with them so far, but today I just woke up agitated, sad, frustrated, angry, and a lot of that is due to personal reasons, but at this moment I just can't wait to be on that pitch and do the thing I'm good at. I can't wait. Anyway, after this match I'm going to tell you how I, as a player, deal with these kinds of situations. I'll see you in a bit. That's my spot, which means I'm not starting, but that's fine considering I've just been here for literally a week. So I got to the match, I was feeling not so good, you've seen that by now, and I got there, I started the warm-up, and about 5 to 10 minutes into the warm-up the manager comes to me and says, "You're playing." Like, the nerves, I was pooping myself when he said that. Considering you've seen the pitch, I had never played on that level before, and I've been with the club literally 1 week. I hardly know anybody's name, and well, I stepped up. The first half I played very, very well. I made some amazing saves. The second half I made one massive mistake which caused me to shut down for about 15 minutes, and that can never happen. If you make a mistake, any position, it doesn't matter. You need to have mental strength to just get over with and keep going. But I guess you can say it's inexperience. I made one mistake and shut off for the next 15 to 20 minutes. And yeah, I conceded very sloppy goals, every one of them. A free kick, which I made a great save, but nobody followed in their man. And 2 penalties, that's already 3 goals. And 2 goals, one my mistake, massive mistake. And the last one was just bad, like it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Anyway, I played my first ever match on this league, on this division, on such a high level. And trust me when I say, if I keep performing on this level, the clubs will say it is good enough to step into that club. So it's the start of many. I will show you everything right now. And well, I hope you enjoy this video. Definitely let me know what you think, and I will see you soon.
Did you enjoy that one, Steve? An impeccably observed minute silence there in memory of the late great Silry. But we're off and underway here. Leo Mazzone gets the ball off and running, and East Grinstead looks to get it forward early. So Bamboo, nice hold-up play. He's got Bradford to the right, if he can squeeze the ball through to him. Oh, that's good challenge by Ferguson there. Just got his foot on the ball, and now Isaac Hutchinson looks to come away with the ball, but that's good covering by Michael Azaya. Oh, that's a poor pass, and Bradford's through here. He's got the opportunity to take it on. It's a left foot, great save. Olashire done well there. Made some space. Can he deliver across? Gets it into the near post, but that's good covering by Balding, and at the expense of another corner. So that's 3 for Carshalton in fairly quick succession. Bradford, he's got a bit of space now. So Bambu and Karoma in the middle. Which way is he going to go? He goes into Sobamu. It's a nice take, but just maybe a little bit too slow on the turn there, and the chance drifts away. Hamilton Downs gets it out wide to Corboa. Faced up by Balding. First time ball into Karoma, who's got Cooney for company. It's a challenge there. He's given it. The referee's given a penalty to Carshalton. Cooney came across. Karoma didn't look like he was going anywhere with it really. Maybe the big centre back could have just jockeyed in for time, but he lunged in and whipped his foot away, so it's a spot kick for the Robins. a golden opportunity to take the leads. Almost 13 minutes on the clock. Be interesting to see who takes it. Mikael Miller's not on the pitch. Cheadle's missed a couple recently. Sterling Parker's not on the pitch either. It looks like it's going to be Omar Karoma, the on loan striker from Dulwich Hamlet. Ex-professional, ex of Portsmouth and Norwich City. Rashid Lau making himself look big in the goal area. But this is a great opportunity for Carshalton to take an early lead here. It's Karoma, and it's 1-0. Carshalton Athletic take the lead. Unlucky for the goalkeeper, he went the right way, but it just had too much pace on it. Kept it low. And that's his 6th goal in Robins Red over the course of his 2 spells here this season. Carshalton Athletic 1, East Grinstead Town 0. Morath Gibbs, sensible from Carshalton there, just keeping possession. Oh, and Bradford there, a rare misstep, and now Hutchinson feeds Postance. He's on his own a little bit now, he's got Elliott for support. Cheadle comes across, but he's gone for it, and it's not a bad effort there from the Wasps number 9. Their first shot in anger. Billy Bishop didn't look too concerned, but it flew wide of the far post. A good sighter for their number 9 there. Bishop again looking for the head of Sobamru, but Bray gets his head on it and the ball gets knocked forward by Hamilton Downs, and Ferguson's got to deal with it here. Oh, it's a risky back pass, and Lau showing off his defensive header skills there. Karoma was sniffing. It was a horrendous back pass by Ferguson, to be fair. I mean, the ball was bouncing, but it looks like Sobamru's picked up a bit of a knock, but Lau in the town goal coped with it admirably well. He had Karomas bearing down on him. And he knocks it forward to Sobamru. That looks like the game plan today. He's won it well. Nice touch by Karoma on the edge. Sobamru tried to feed it through to Karoma, but just didn't come off. And Lau, well, took a bit of a chance there. He didn't realise that Karoma was coming in, but Ferguson completes the clearance, and that's a great touch by Mazzone, who gets the ball out wide to Balding. But this is better from them now. It's a good cross in, and it's found. Oh, Hoare with the shot, and Elliott puts Bishop under pressure. It was a good opportunity there for the town number 7, Will Hoare. Got in a good position. He was found neatly, but just couldn't get his foot right around the ball, and it rather spanned up in the air. Still Carshalton Athletic 1, East Grinstead Town 0, but here's Hoare. He's put it across, and Olashire had to deal with that one. He didn't know what was behind him. To be fair, Hutchinson was in there sniffing around, but Olashire didn't get the shout, and he's put it out for the first corner for East Grinstead Town today. It's going to be Will Hoare with the delivery. And it goes in short. Hamilton Downs just jockeying. Olashire there as well, but it's gone back to Hoare into Cooney, but Dudley almost read that well, but he couldn't get his foot on it, and Cooney with the strike. Wasn't bad for a centre-back, to be fair, but opposing number 5s rather getting in each other's way. Dudley looked like he'd read the ball, but didn't get his foot on it. Cheadle into Bradford. He's got a bit of space now. He's got Karoma there. He's found him. Karoma takes the shot on. Oh, just wide. Great effort there from Karoma. Cheadle done well to win the ball initially and just feed it into Bradford, who had acres of space. I think Karoma rather wanted the ball passed through so he could run onto it rather than having to stop, but managed to get a great curling effort away, and Lau was scrambling. Goes into the box, and Elliott trying to get his head on it all the way through to Billy Bishop. The pass was poor, straight at Morath Gibbs, and now Carshalton can bring the ball away with Hamilton Downs. Now Corboa's got a little bit of space here. Cooney's come across the cover. He's got 2 in the middle. Karoma's hanging back, but Corboa's still got it at his feet. He's cut inside 1, cut inside 2. Great save by Lau. Sobamru! Oh, unbelievable. Sobamru just couldn't bring it down. Unlike his goal at VCD last week, where he volleyed it in from a similar position, but Carshalton keep possession. As he are, that's a pole ball to Cheadle, who's lost out to Elliott here. And he's managed to just get back and he's won the throw, in fact. So that was a poor ball, but great running by Corborough to get on the end of that searching pass by Hamilton Downs. He cut inside 2 players and Lau again managed to get something on it. Sabunmu couldn't turn the rebound goalwards. So Town live to breathe again. And they come forward now with Ferguson, over halfway. Looking for options, but he takes on Tommy Bradford and gets past him into the feet of Hutchinson, who gets past. It's a great effort, unlucky there by the left winger, Hutchinson. Danny Dudley rather rashly went in with the sliding challenge there, but Hutchinson had already got the shot off and it just hit the wrong side of the near post from his point of view. Good football all round there in the space of a minute. This game's really coming to life. Aziaya to, Carl Shorten have lost the ball here, and here comes Hoare. He's got Postinson, Hutchinson for support. It's on his right foot. Hutchinson's, it's just over the bar. 2 opportunities in the space of a minute for Hutchinson. It took a deflection, so the referee's given a corner kick. And it goes from Cheadle. Free header over the bar. Cromer should have done better there. He had a free header on that corner delivery. Cheadle can, and now Cromer looks to turn. He's got Sobamu and Bradford here, and it finds its way via the former to the latter. Bradford faced up by Ferguson into the run of Sobamu, who's onside. He gets it, he cuts it across, and it's Cooney who just thrashes it clear. Didn't really get a hold of the cross to Sobamu, to be honest with you. Now Town come forward looking for Elliott, but Dudley with the calm chest, and Morath Gibbs sweeps up. Mohamed Idris Solashire with a throw. He's impressed since joining the club just before Christmas as well. Plays centre back, right back, but here's Sobamu on the edge and he takes it down, and Lau got a little nick on that. The referee's given a corner. It was a good spin and turn by Sobamu. And he's won his side a corner. The home fans finding their voices. Just trying to urge their charges on. Sobamu, and Karoma's read the back pass. Lau's got to deal with it, which he does just about, and Bray's going to have to sort this out now. Gets it into the feet of Ferguson, who first time knocks it into Mazzone, but that's poor control, and Hamilton Downs has tried to pick his pocket. He tells Hoare to leave it. Now Hutchinson on the burst again, but it's a poor touch, and now Carl Shorten can break with Tommy Bradford now. He's got Karoma making the run, and it's a great ball to find him. Bray slipped, and now Karoma's in the box. Can he pick out a pass? And it's a good block by Wilson, just covering back there, helping his defence out. But again, Sobamu. He's gone down. It's a free kick to Carl Shorten. This is in Jordan Cheadle territory, and the home fans confirm that. Well, a little bit of heebie-jeebies in the East Grinstead back line there within the space of a minute, and it's led to this Carl Shorten free kick right almost on the edge of the 18-yard box. Jordan Cheadle's, you've got to think, his favourite for this. He's already got 5 goals so far this season. He scored an absolute belter of a free kick in the Surrey Senior Cup against Egham a couple of months ago from about 35 yards at the opposite end of this ground. Lau's on his toes, he's got 5 in the wall. Bradford's walked away from it, so it is going to be Cheadle to strike it. Karoma and Sobamu just waiting to see if there's any rebounds to snaffle, but Cheadle, hands on hips, he's weighing it up. The referee's just making sure the ball's back 10 yards. We've got a couple of minutes before the end of half time. It'll be a great time for Carl Shorten to score a second. It's Cheadle. He's hit the post, and Karoma's knocked the rebound, and it's 2-0 to Carl Shorten Athletic. Lau got down. I think he might have dealt with the initial free kick, or it cannoned back off the post. I couldn't quite see, but Karoma was on hand. I told you him and Sobamu were waiting to see if there was anything to snaffle up, and he got his head on it, and he's knocked it into the back of the net. He's now made 5 appearances and scored 7 goals for the Robins. That's not a bad return in anyone's book. In fact, I think it's probably the best in English football at any level, isn't it, at the moment, I would say. Being hassled and hurried by Hoare. Morif Kip's just rather lifts up forward, and Karoma's read it here, but he's been given offside. Lau very brave to come out and get amongst it, but the linesman's flag had already gone up. And the referee's signalled the end of the first half. Carl Shorten Athletic 2, East Grinstead Town 0. We're back on it now, and East Grinstead on the attack from the off. That's a good ball in, looking for Elliott, but Cheadle's there. And the ball gets cleared up to halfway, but Sobamru can't get his shot on it. Wilson spreads it out wide. Now Carl Shorten looks to clear their lines with Sobamru back there, and Cameron Downs takes no chances, but Bradford's got a little bit of space here in front of Ferguson, who just lets the ball run side, and he's looking for Karoma, who's got inside the box now, faced up by Cooney. Good save by Lau, comfortable in the end really. But Karoma's looking for his hat-trick. Now here's Hutchinson, Town's danger man in the first half, gives it out wide to Gaggin, into Ferguson, who's pushed right forward from left back. He's dug out a decent cross, and Elliott's there! Great clearance by Danny Dudley on the line, and the ball falls to Will Hoare, who rather shanks it, almost went out for a throw-in, but good football all round there. Ferguson bombed in from the left back position and dug out across from the byline. It was met by the head of Elliott, who thought for sure he'd scored a goal and got East Grinstead back into this, but Danny Dudley was there doing what good centre-backs do. He'd read the situation and got back behind Billy Bishop and cleared the ball away. Karoma inside the, that's a great backheel for Corboa, and he tried to take it first time, he wasn't set properly, and that has gone out for a throw-in. Unlike Will Hoare's shot about a minute before that went out for a goal kick, this one has gone out for a throw. Just a little bit of short of confidence Ricky Corboa at the moment since coming back from his injury. He has scored 6 goals so far since his return, but Postance with the header. Good header there. Gaggins onto it with Elliott now, who's found him, and he's got Danny Dudley for company, but he goes for the first time ball, blocked by Dudley. In again. Elliott with the touch. Great save, but the linesman's flag has been risen. Fantastic shave by Billy Bishop to get down there and get a big hand onto that. It was a fine finish by Elliott as well, to be fair. Guided it on target from a difficult position, but the linesman's flag had already been risen as Gaggin tried to play the ball across the first time, I think. And Carl Shorten can breathe again. Good start to the second half for East Grinstead Town though. They're not laying down and accepting the defeat already. Putting themselves forwards. Karoma, good flick on there. So Bambu looking to make something of it. Cooney loses out, but Hoare's there just to sweep up the pieces and get it into Elliott. Elliott all the way back to Oliver Baldwin, who has to go back to Lau. Lau a little bit nervous on the ball there, but he gives it straight to Sobamru on the edge, who's lofted it goalwards. It must be, it's there! Ola Sobamru with the sublime, opportunistic strike right on the edge of the area to make it Carl Shorten Athletic 3, East Grinstead Town 0. I said Lau looked a little bit nervous on the ball, and he just chipped it straight to the Carl Shorten number 8 under pressure from Karoma, and he just lofted it back goalwards. It was into an empty net really, and just gives Carl Shorten a little bit of extra breathing space. Cheadle just knocks it forward with that diagonal looking for Sobamru, who's managed to pick the pocket of Ferguson, and now he's put Karoma through, who's got forced rather wide of goal. So the hat-trick opportunity isn't on, but Carl Shorten can still do something here with Corboa. Into the feet of Captain Hamilton Downs, and they just take the pace out of the attack again. Here's Bradford. Bradford looking to give it wide to Corboa, which he does. He's got Sobamru to aim for. Karoma's joining him now by the penalty spot. Here's Bradford. Carl Shorten opting just to keep possession and not force anything at the moment. As the Yaya into the feet of Bradford. Corboa now, he's got an opportunity to feed it into Cheadle, who's at the near post. Great save by Lau. I think Cheadle rather hit it straight at him, to be honest, but it was a good run by the Carl Shorten left back to get in the space. He wasn't tracked by the East Grinstead midfield at the near post, but Lau was brave and he stayed big and blocked away at his near post. Corner to Carl Shorten, who lead 3-0 here at Colston Avenue. So Bambu's done even better and got it into the feet of Bradford, who switches it out wide to Aziaya. Now Corboa hugging this near touchline. He's got Baldwin for company, but he gives him one way, gives him cuts on his right foot, and has a shot, strikes Cooney, and Bradford's got an opportunity to strike one, and it's just over the bar. Bradford's got a few goals over the past month or so to raise his tally up to 7 goals for the season to date. That one wasn't too far away. Carl Shorten fans in full voice. Their side already 3 up. We've had an hour gone. 2 goals for Omar Koroma in the first half. Followed Sabamu adding one just after the break. So Sabamu now, Hoare spins on it. Gaggins made a great run if he can find him. It's not a bad ball at all. He's taken it down, the substitute, and he's squared it across, and Dudley has just managed to take the sting off the ball, and Bishop was alive to the situation. Dudley scored an own goal against VCD Athletic last Saturday in the 4-1 defeat. So his heart might have been in his mouth a little bit there, but Bishop this time, pair of safe hands. Lau bowls it out straight away to Ferguson, who also has looked quite impressive on his debut for East Grinstead today. Product of the Brighton and Hove Albion Academy, and he's got the ball here again on the far side, and he's dug out an early cross looking for Costins, and it's dribbled. It's all the way through to Marcus Elliott, who's taken a shot, and great save by Billy Bishop to keep that clean sheet intact. It was a great take by the East Grinstead number 10, and he spun on the ball, and I think he rather hit it down into the ground, so it looped up, and Billy Bishop had to be alive to the situation and tip it over the bar. Just another warning sign for Carshalton though. East Grinstead they might be down, but they're no means out. Here's Bradford's, one of Carshalton's shining lights. Isaiah to Morath Gibbs. Again, there's that ball over the top, so Bamu looking to make himself a nuisance. But again, Corbeau's stolen in here. Bolden slipped, and it's a great shot, and he's in! Number 4 for Carshalton. Another defensive mistake at the back for East Grinstead Town, and Corbeau rattles in Carshalton's 4th goal of the afternoon.
Scored by number 19, Ricky Corbeau.
That's his 8th goal of the season. Fantastic finish off the inside of the far post. We're approaching the 70th minute mark, and it's Carshalton Athletic 4, East Grinstead Town 0. The home side are going to make a substitution, and it's Omar Koroma coming off for the returning Raheem Sterling Parker. Sterling Parker has been out for at least a month, tweaked his knee in the 0-0 draw with Corinthian Casuals on Boxing Day.
Substitution for the Robins.
He is Carshalton's 2nd top goal scorer this season so far. A welcome return to see him on the pitch. It's a double sub for Carshalton as well. So Bamu's been coming off for Mikael Miller. So Carshalton bring on their top goal scorers, and they're already 4-0 up.
Substitution is coming on
with Wilson, who knocks it out wide towards Gaggin, but that's good reading of the game by Olashire, who feeds it through to Raheem Sterling Parker. Now he's got an opportunity. He's only just come on, the number 9, and he's just a little bit slow. And to be fair to the Town defence, they got back, and in numbers there was 3 men around him in the end, so maybe that chance just came a little bit too early for Sterling Parker. He's not yet warmed up and still carrying some heavy strapping around that leg, but no doubt that will get his blood pumping, and maybe he'll sniff a goal out at some point. Here's Hoare. Tried to feed it into Gaggin, it's taken a deflection, and Elliott's teed up. Hutchinson! It's a goal for East Grinstead Town. A fine finish by Isaac Hutchinson from the edge of the area. No one can say that they haven't deserved it. They've had some good opportunities in this game, and I said Hutchinson was one of their leading lights. Marcus Elliott done well to hold the ball up on the edge of the area and tee him up. And he fizzed in a low shot that went in off the post. So again, Carshalton will not be keeping a clean sheet. Oh, it's a bit soft there, but Cheadle picked up the pieces, and now looking for Raheem Sterling Parker, who can open his legs up, and he's got away from Balding. That's great poise shown by the number 9. Cuts inside, he's got a chance. Oh, good block by Cooney and Cheadle. Cooney again is there, and Lau is a bit lost in no man's land. Town managed to clear their lines, but Raheem Sterling Parker's shown what he can do already. And Cheadle on the follow-up. It was 2 good blocks by Dean Cooney, the Wasps captain, but Carshalton still looking lively. There's going to be another substitution here. It's the Carshalton player manager, Peter Adonai. He's going to replace Michael Isaiah in the middle of the park for the last 15 minutes or so. Maybe feels like he just needs to add a little bit of poise and calm. This game's getting a little bit stretched, and now Town have pulled one back as well. Here he is, the player manager. This is his second season in charge here at Carshalton, and he's won the hearts of the supporters and the staff and the players. He's a great man. And here's his first touch on the ball now. In no rush, as usual. Corboa can turn. Now, what can he do with this? He's got two men forwards. Mikel Miller, good touch on halfway, and he's been chopped down there by, I think it was, Wilson. Yeah, it was Wilson who's going to get a talking to. It was a little bit of a late lunge. Miller's got some good pace about him, and maybe Wilson was alive to that fact. Here's a booking for Wilson, the first of the game. He's lost the ball, and Tommy Bradford now can spray it out wide to Mikel Miller on halfway, who takes it forward. He's only got Jack Bray for company. He can take him on, and he's done it. He's got past the number 6, and he's got Sterling Parker in the middle. If he can cut it back, he's Corboa! What a miss! Ricky Corboa from inside the 6-yard box. Miller done everything right, and everyone had gone all the way back to the byline, and he pulled it back for Corboa, who was in acres of space, and he didn't get over the ball, and he shanked it over the top. Gaggins making the run down the left. Adonai's pointed it out. This game has got a high tempo. Oh, Hamilton Downs was a bit late there on Wilson. Referee's going to call him over, so that's going to be the second booking of the game, one apiece now. The Carshalton captain just being called over for the formalities to be done, but the tempo of this game has remained really high, even at 3-0 and now 4-1. Town have never given up, and Carshalton still look dangerous with the pace they've got in their forward line. Corboa now just gets it under control and now opens his legs, and he cuts it inside to Bradford. He's got Miller on the left, on the right even, who can cut in on his left, is what I meant to say, and he's got Ferguson for company. Again, he just wants to wind down the clock a little bit, but he's done well there. Neat feet by Miller. Fantastic, and he's drawn the foul. Another penalty for Carshalton. Ferguson protests his innocence, but it looked like he did wrap an arm around him. Just the pace of Miller yet again. He's only been on the pitch for about 20 minutes, but that's 3 or 4 times now that he's got himself in behind the Town defence, and he's won inside the penalty. He's going to take it himself. He's recently scored a couple of penalties when he grabbed a hat-trick a couple of weeks back, 2 penalties and an injury time strike. So Miller for his 25th of the season. Up he steps. And it's there! 25 up for Mikel Miller. Carshalton Athletic 5, East Grinstead Town 1. And that's game, set and match. We're now in added time.
Number 11, Mikel Miller.
What a fabulous, fabulous afternoon for Carshalton Athletic. East Grinstead have more than played their part in this match, but Carshalton have taken their opportunities. Boosted their goal difference as well, by the looks of things. We've still got a couple of minutes to play, so it's not over, but Mikel Miller, on as a substitute, still gets his name on the score sheet. 25 goals for the season to date. What a servant to this club he's been. Fantastic player. Great guy off the pitch. Almost done and dusted here. Lau with the short goal kick into Wilson. And that's it. That is the final whistle. Carshalton Athletic, another valuable 3 points in their chase for promotion from the Bostik South. Carshalton Athletic 5, East Grinstead Town 1.
I hear that you want to go pro in Holland. You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah, that's correct. The last 2 years I've been with Norwich City. I've been with their under-18 squad, but then they let me know that I'm unfortunately too short in their opinion. But considering I'm from Holland, my family's still there, everybody's still there, and yeah, I've got the chance now to go pro back in Holland, and I'm taking that. So everything that I'm learning now, all the experience I'm taking with me, all the mistakes I make now, I'll be taking that into next season and into the moment I sign. Yeah.
Well, good luck with that. I mean, you weren't at fault for any of the 5 goals today. You've had a good game despite of that, and I wish you all the best. I hope it all works out for you.